What is going on? My name's Aaron, but you guys already know that. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Yeah, you guys prefer these videos. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. So more story times, and November 12th, pretty jam-packed day of a lot of updates and things going on. So yeah, let you guys know everything that's been up with November 12th. So today, Disney released their streaming service, or their streaming, they're like a Netflix Hulu sort of deal called Disney Plus. Tara and I preemptively, like a few weeks ago, already signed up for 3 years, which was amazing. And that promotion was available to a lot of people, but to get like the specific price, you had to be a Disney member. You had to be a Disney Club member. The cool thing about it that we did was that we didn't have to spend any money for it. It was like a free sign up, and then we got a special deal for 3 years. So we just got that today, and it's amazing. They have a thing in there. If you don't know what Disney Plus is, again, it's Disney's like streaming service. Like anything Disney's done is basically on there. I say basically because there's some things that were announced, like The Rock, or Dwayne The Rock Johnson was doing, or is going to be doing a behind the scenes series as far as the rides at Disney, and it's not on there yet, so they don't have every single thing Disney's ever made on there. However, I'm sure it'll just be a matter of time. It just came out today to the public. We're just gonna be binging that all night tonight. It is really cool because we were flipping through some of the different categories in the Disney Plus menu. They have like a tab that's like through the decades. So they have the earliest stuff from like the 1920s and 1930s up to the 2010s decade. So really looking forward just to digging deeper into that. I will let you guys, or I'm sure Tara's gonna post on Facebook more about all of that and all about the, just how everything is, because it's Disney, so it's gonna be good. Oh, and we watched, like, Jeff Goldblum is doing a series on there called The World According to Jeff Goldblum. There's only one episode on there, but it was an episode about shoes and like how shoes were like invented and how like rubber was created. I think it was rubber that was created, and how like shoes are like worth so much money and how it's like changed people's lives and stuff. And Jeff Goldblum is, that is a man. That is a man. Okay, that is a man. I'm a man too. Okay, I'm a man too, but Jeff Goldblum is a man. You guys should check that out. Disney Plus. It's like $7 a month, or it's like $70 a year. So just to let you guys know, that deal that Tara and I got for 3 years for like, I think it was, we only paid like $150. That's I don't think that's a thing anymore, because the streaming service is already out. So you can check into it if you want. So bam. Also, if you guys didn't know or see, I got a haircut, and I got a hardline right here, which I actually love. But I cannot say that it was my idea. My friend, hang on, I want you guys to get Orlando. My friend recently got a hardline in his hair, but he didn't know what it was, right? So he got it, and I think it looked dope, but he was just like, I don't know what's going on, and he didn't really care for it. I think it looks great. So you guys have to let me know what you think. I don't want it to be looking like that douchebag look, but you know, it's one of my favorite haircuts that I've had. I just figured if I just stand here and I'm boring just talking to you guys, like obviously this is the most entertaining, might as well have Orlando sit on my head and my back. So yeah, Disney Plus came out today, and I got a haircut today, right? So two pretty exciting things. I mean, the Disney Plus obviously is more important than my hair. And I figured since I have you guys' attention, and so does Orlando, just as a little story time, I guess, because you guys like to hear things from my past. Well, I guess since this thing's on my back, might as well talk about this thing. So Orlando, hi, how you doing? Or should I say Bobo? Yes, Bobo. The reason I'm calling him Bobo, and it's kind of funny because when Tara and I got this apartment here in Waynesboro, I had always wanted like my own dog growing up, and I eventually did have my own dog, and then it bit me because I was petting it as it was eating, and then it ran away. Good times. I wanted my own dog, and one that I could just call my own and, you know, be like the parrot on my shoulder. And that's exactly what he is. But it's funny because Orlando wasn't our first choice, as it is to say. We actually wanted his sister. And the sister was, and like, I think I've told you guys this story before in one of our previous videos, but we wanted a sister. His sister was already adopted. So the foster lady, and this, Orlando's a rescue. If you guys didn't know that, he's a rescue from Tennessee. So the foster mom was just like, hey, sister's adopted, but, you know, do you want to meet her brother or see a picture of her brother, Bobo? And of course, and it was Orlando. So she sent over the picture. If I can find it, I'll insert it here. So when she sent that picture, we were just like, oh my God, like we have to get him. Because I had previously wanted a Schnauzer, and I still do want a Schnauzer. And Tara wants a mini Aussie, so when we actually buy a home, we're gonna get more animals. So stay tuned for that for a while whenever we get a chance to move to Florida. The only deal with it now is that the apartment we stay in, we can have as many animals as we want. Like there's no restrictions other than they have to be under 25 pounds. The only deal is it's $15 per month per animal. Like, so we have 4 cats, so that's an additional, or 4 cats, 3 cats in this thing, which is an additional $60. But we also have a leopard gecko, but because geckos can't really cause damage to a home, we don't have to pay for Speedy, or Gecko, if that makes sense. Oh, you getting comfy? We're talking about you. How does that make you feel? Long story short, we got him, and it was really cool because it was like a Pets on Wheels sort of deal. So the way it worked is that you know, if you wanted the animal, obviously you had to pay for it, and it was online, which did it seem kind of sketchy? Yeah, but I mean, I wanted a dog, and Tara was super supportive of it. She's the one who's like, hey, you've wanted your own dog for a couple years now, so go get a dog. You see something outside. What do you see? Who is it, boy? Oh, you're looking at the camera. You don't like the camera, do you? So yeah, it's a Pets on Wheels sort of deal. So from Tennessee, they had like this gigantic van of animals in just cages, which I didn't agree with, but I guess, you know, that's more better than having them fly, because I've heard stories of like airlines putting animals in like the storage place during a flight, and then they end up dying. So I prefer them to be on the road as opposed to flying. So anyhow, they drove Bobo at the time, but now Orlando, from Tennessee up to, I believe we picked him up in Maryland, at like it was like at a Sheetz parking lot, I think. And it was funny because there was a lot of other, like a lot of other people there to meet up and get their animal that they, I say purchased, but really adopted. But I don't think there was like any adoption forms. It was just, hey, here you go. I'm pretty sure there was some documentation, but I can't remember that at the moment. But yeah, Orlando was, in my opinion, the cutest dog that was there to be picked up for adoption. I don't think there was any cats. I think it was just all dogs. He came home, and he's a bit of a nutcase, to put it nicely. Like, he's being good now, but if you didn't know, Orlando is part pug, part Chihuahua, but mainly mini dachshund. He gets all the ladies. Orlando, you get all the ladies? Let's get in for a closer look here. Oh yeah, get all the ladies. Oh yeah. Ladies, he's available. I love you, son. I love you, my son. Fast forwarding a little bit of time before we even got him, I'm pretty sure it was before we even got him. We're just like, hey, we need to name him, right? Because we didn't want his name to be Bobo, which I think in Spanish we figured out was stupid, right? Are you stupid? Yeah, you are, but I love you so much. As far as the name for Orlando, I think he's getting kind of antsy. As far as the name, we went to our local vet when we were living in McCallsburg at the time. It was in Needmore. And there was a big black dog in big old black dog in the waiting room. And the vet called him back and said Orlando. So I just looked at Tara, because we were like, ultimately, it was my decision what we decided to name Orlando. And I wanted to sort of be Disney themed, because all the other ones are Disney themed. I think. Yeah, they all are. She called back Orlando, and even though Orlando isn't a Disney character, obviously, it's where Disney World is. And just so everybody is clear on this, because I feel like some people think that Tara influences my decision on a lot of things. That was my decision. It was my decision to call Orlando, and he goes by several nicknames: Binky, Stinker Binker, Binky Lou, Fuckface. And that's another good one. I love you, Fuckface. That's when that's when we got Orlando and how we got him. Not gonna lie, it's kind of exhausting having him on my back because I'm like hunched over right now, which doesn't help because I have a hunch when I walk anyway. Not a hunch, but I strut when I walk. And I got picked on it in high school, so fuck you guys who made fun of me for it. You're right though, but fuck you anyway. So yeah, Disney Plus, haircut, and the story of how we got Orlando. I know I glazed over a lot of things with that. Yeah, I didn't expect to make this video today. I've gotten to the point where if I'm not happy with what I'm putting out and what I'm talking about and don't think you guys will enjoy it, I'm not gonna put the time into editing it and putting up on my YouTube. So I'm, just not gonna do it. But next story time, I want to tell you guys more of how I got the role of Danny Zuko in our High School Musical Grease. So I think that'll be a pretty fun. Video for you guys to learn more about because I think it's enjoyable. But that being said, I think I got everything out of the way that I wanted to talk about. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And on behalf of myself, Orlando, Tara, Donnie, Jasmine, Murray, and Speedy, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one. And so will Orlando, maybe, if he decides to come back.